I lost you for a couple of minutes. I put the GoPro down and you're gone. Do you know what these are? That's right. These are split rims. And what we're doing is we're taking this measly 3 inches, we're making it into a 6-inch daddy. Just like this. I did these two yesterday for Grant. He's built them and then we sealed them. Today I'm going to crack on with these two. What I'm going to need first of all is ear defenders because it's goddamn loud. Some goggolas to protect my face and my eyes. And a grinder. We're using these discs. So we killed through a couple the other day. We've got a couple left. Just need the grinder now. Oh yes. But what we want to do is we want to keep this side. So I'm cutting over on the left hand side of this weld. Not to damage this, but just to protect this as much as we can, because we don't need these. They'll be going, I don't know, I think Grant wants to make a clock for one for his house. Whatever, mate. Whatever y'all want, buddy. So I'm going to cut this off. Hope that light's not too bright, because it's damn bright. Very bright. Has anyone got a way to fix that bulb? Because we can't reach it. I'm going to get the grinder. I'm just going to cut this sort of area. What I do is I go around the whole wheel, bit by bit by bit, so create myself a nice groove to follow, and then I start working down as I go down and down and down and down and down. So what I don't want to do is penetrate one bit too much, overheats the alloy, starts heating the disc up too much, you just waste discs. I'm going to try and mount you so you can at least see what I'm doing. And I'm going to probably have to put some baseline on or a bit of 4/4 because no one wants to listen to a grinder, do they? No, mate! You can see we've started to cut deep. That blade's run out. Doesn't last long with alloy. Got a couple spare. Just chuck this into the disc. Choose through blades. Maybe because metal. I mean, I don't know. That's enough of that grinding business. But as you can see the daylight there. And then get yourself a little Jimmy bar. Work your way around, nice and steady. Take your time, no rushing. Hey. There we go. And as you can see, this is the original face, and that's the weld. And the way I like to cut them is I like to leave the weld on what we're using, because then it gives us a nice flat material to work with. See? So when we come to reseal them, once we've sanded this down and then grinded that excess off, we'll be happy. How about that? It's one down. want to go. See here, like you say, these are no good, but luckily they can still be used. Maybe. Look at the mess we've made. That's just cutting two of them. We'll have to sweep that up in a minute. But here they are. Faces have not been, barrels have not been touched at all. Right there on the biscuit. What Grant needs to come do now is we'll get the sander, sand all this down so it's nice and perfect. Then we'll get a grinder and we'll just linish this welded edge down. So when they mate on top of each other, they'll be perfectly flat. This is what we use. So we put that on the grinder and then it just grinds it at the angle like this. And we get rid of this high weld. And then the new lip will be bang on. So here's one. You can see we want them to mate perfectly. And that we'll be doing tomorrow. Possibly not that. I'll leave the camera with Grant. He'll pick up the camera on Sunday and hopefully he'll show you him sanding the sides, sanding the weld and making the flat finish. He might even build the wheels, and then if I get back on time on Sunday night, I will then seal them up for him and we'll show you how to do that. But for now, this is the junk we're left with. I'm going to tidy up a bit now and we might take the Civic for a run. We just did side light bulbs, headlight bulbs,
and knuckles.
And then £20 extra because he drawed blood. Lucas, bless his cotton socceroonies, is making our website. So the store will be up and running in the next year or so. Oh. Nice. Looks moody. Watch out for the sand. Yeah, straight back at that. Woo! So we ended up taking the Civic out for a bit of a run, warming it up. Got a little bit of a smell of oil on the turbo, so I've had to check the banjos, make sure everything's okay on them. Might need a new crush washer on the oil feed because it just seems to be weeping very, very slightly. But you know, nothing we can't deal with. I'm going to pull the cars in now, lock up, and then I'm probably going to make a move. I hope you're enjoying our new daylight lights. Savage. And here he is, the troublemaker. Is that noise? Oh, your key?
Yeah.
See, looking happy dappy.
I like it. Thank you.
No problem. I mean, we're here to chill, chat, and just hang out. But I'm going to be locking up now. I can see you behind me, Lucas.
Mr. Gaz has asked me to do some recording today. So I'm going to say loads, so loads, just like my mate Gaz. First up, Rich has been down with some thick boys, fitting them up on the XXs. They're way too big, but hey ho. I have been putting my centre caps back together. Look at them bastards. And I've got to do a nut and bolt check and change my neons on this piece of shit. I ain't gonna lie, Gaz told me to record something today. I can't remember what it was. Doing a nut and bolt check. See where shit's leaking. These always come loose. That's terrible. Checked all the front. That's about it. Looking short. Oh dear. Things are tight. For the drift day next week on Sunday, which might not be happening because we're in a lockdown. Yay! On the current episode of Grant's a Dumbass, I'll put these on the monoblock LS207s. These ugly things. And because they're chunky, the arches weren't clearanced enough, so as you can see, we can't be having a child in the car with a tyre like that. Now, because I had tyres ready for them, I've got no spare, so I'm having to rob them off my Blitz. Peep the mess. Gaz, enjoy that, mate. Hopefully it's tidied up for when you get back. So pull these off, put them on the mono blocks, so the daily can roll again. Yay! Right, if I talk a bit loud, it's because I got these in. Fucking finesse here is Mr. Gaz cut these off, and you end up with quite a bad edge. So what you do, the old flappy wheel, and you want to flatten it off as best as possible. Get rid of the weld. I mean, I'm fucking shit on the grinder, but it should be alright. And then you've got to seal the bastards. And just fucking pray to God that they don't leak things, so fuck it, it'll be what it'll be. Oh no. You get your barrel, and then different wheels, you put the lip there, and then the face. But others, you put the face there, and then the lip on top. These, you grab the lip. There's a couple of different ways that it can go. Line her up, and then you drop the face in on top of the lip. Get her all lined up, and then get your nuts and bolts and bolt the fucker together. Yay! Hi guys, I'm not sure what I recorded last. Don't know what I did last. The car's outside now. Got the neon sorted because I'm a racer. Also epileptic fit on the dash. Temperature is fucking lovely with that GK Tech fan. I don't know what Gaz has showed you last, but all the wheels were built. Gaz is on his way back now. We're just going to seal them up. Just got to finish building the centre caps for all that fucking niceness.